Seabird 198, one localizer established, descend our left.
177 localizer, descend our left, 21.
Seabird 198, could you give me a wind check, please?
Showing 240.
We are just approaching the North Atlantic Oceanic entry point of Osborne. So prior to entering into the North Atlantic, we need an oceanic clearance. So we'll be today doing it via CPDLC. I've set it up here so it has our flight number, UAE 9935. We'll be requesting it with Reykjavik. The oceanic entry point is Osborne. We'll be requesting flight level 300. And our time at Osborne will be 2123 Zulu. We're requesting speed of Mach decimal 83. So we can send that through. And here we have our oceanic clearance.
To Mexico via Osborne, random route 63 north, 10 west, 66 north, 20 west, 67 north, 30 west, 67 north, 40 west, 66 north, 50 west, then Clavy. Maintain flight level 300, Mach 83. I am happy to accept.
Checked. So now that we've accepted the oceanic clearance, we can proceed across the North Atlantic towards North America.
So in about 15 minutes, we're going to enter the Iceland Oceanic airspace, where we'll contact Iceland radio on an HF frequency and obtain a cell call check. So that's basically a cell call as a backup to the CPDLC message that we sent earlier. So that way we have communication in case we lose CPDLC.
Okay, so a quick update as to where we are. If you look on the navigation display here, this triangle is our current position. So we are approaching the waypoint Osborne, which is the start of our oceanic entry. So if we look at the iPad, we're around about here, approaching Osborne, and we will be flying through the Iceland airspace, overhead Iceland for the next 2 hours. Conditions have been relatively smooth so far, and there doesn't look to be any weather up ahead.
Welcome back to the flight deck. We've been on the go for just over 10, coming up 10 and a half hours. Marcus and I expect to see the girls come back in the next half an hour or so. They've been in the crew rest area. Crew rest area in the freighter is just a little bit different than it is in the passenger fleet. What's nice about the crew rest in the freighter is it's actually just outside the flight deck door on the left-hand side. And on the passenger fleet, it's all the way in the back of the aircraft in the tail. Marcus and I, if it wasn't explained before, we're the augmenting crew members on this trip. And basically what that does is it allows the flight duty times to be extended. So we basically provide the in-flight relief, and we basically assist Heidi and Helen on the ground, I was doing the walk around, and Marcus was liaising with the loadmaster, providing him fuel numbers and just making sure that the cargo loading was going smoothly. We expect to see the girls come back in the next half an hour or so. They'll be planning their descent into Mexico. From our point of view, it's can't say it's anything other than smooth. No turbulence. We're running on time. The FMC tells us that we plan on landing into Mexico at 7:31. The arrival time on our flight plan is 7:45. So aim, whether we're on the passenger fleet or the cargo side, is basically we always aim on-time performance. Off the gate on time, into Mexico on time. So landing at approximately 7:32, that's Zulu time, arrival time 7:45. It's pretty usual to have a 10-15 minute taxi to the gate, hey? Yeah. I myself have been at Emirates. It'll be coming up 12 years, and as I was saying before, there's a passenger and freighters it runs a bit differently in every company that I've been to. Previous company on the aircraft type that I was on, also Boeing, we were freighter, combi, and passenger. Emirates has started a little bit of a different path. They've got designated freighter pilots, which Heidi is, so you won't see here on any of the passenger flights. But myself, Marcus, and Ellen, we are all freighter and passenger qualified. Marcus, your background is a little bit unusual. As I said, I didn't know that we had a lot of ex-military pilots with us, so you're a bit of a rarity amongst the company.
Hi guys, my name is Marcus. I'm one of the other pilots that's augmenting today, helping out with a flight on the way to Mexico. I've been with Emirates just over 2 years. I came straight from the Royal Air Force in the UK. I'm one of about 7 or 8 guys that have come direct, although there are many guys in Emirates that have come from air forces around the world. But as I say, about 7 of us have come direct recently from the UK. Back there I flew a mix of military types. I'd never flown a 777 until I came to Emirates, so that was quite a big change for me. Albeit my flying in the Air Force was all air transport types. This is the biggest aircraft I've flown so far. I quite enjoy flying the 777 actually.
How's the 777, just given the size of the network compared to what you're used to? I would think that's got to be a big change.
The network is massive in comparison.
At all times, day or night.
So it's a very different job, very, very different job. And whilst we did fly around the world, we specialised in other areas. So a lot of the time was spent going to the hotspots around the world, as opposed to the network we have, where it's more taking passengers around the world for holiday, leisure, work. Yeah. The job was totally different, and we go to many more places than I ever went to before. So actually, the network's great for me. It's great. I get to see parts of the world that I never thought I'd see, and on my days off as well, which is even better. So it's pretty exciting actually. Get to see some really cool places around the world.
Yeah, I always find that the size and scope of the operation never sort of ceases to amaze. Like, you know, here we are on this 10-day freighter flight, which will leave Ellen and Heidi in Mexico. We make our way back through Barcelona. I have 2 days off. I go to Baghdad, and then I go off to Dar es Salaam the next day. I mean, where else do you do that? It's quite a thrilling. Quite a thrilling sort of roster,
yeah,
really.
Not many places.
Not many, yeah. Not time to be bored, that's for sure.
No.
I myself, as I said, been here 12 years. I've not yet been to Baghdad, so that'll be a next interesting new one for me.
I've been there many times. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, you've been, of course, military. You
yeah, lots of fun.
You would have.
But that's one of the things I really like about flying for Emirates is that the network is massive and it's varied every month. So over the last few weeks, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Germany a couple of times. I've never been to Mexico before, so this is going to be a first for me. I've got Africa again this month, a bit of simulator, then I'm off to Geneva. I'm looking forward to see what next month brings. But pretty much every month I get to go to somewhere new. I get to go to the corners of the world. It's pretty awesome actually.
And your roster peppered with freighter flights. Do you bid for freighter flights? Because you've been qualified on both. You've got that ability to do that.
Sometimes I bid for them. It depends on the flight. So I'll bid for the flights that I'd like to have, and then I just see what I get. But I've been flying about once a month on the freighter. So maybe 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 5 flights has been on the freighter. It's been a nice mix.
It's been a nice mix.
Yeah. And the freighter flying is obviously slightly different to the passenger flying. Some different challenges, but it's generally a little bit simpler, I think. The operation's a bit simpler.
I think the operation is, it's gives us a bit more flexibility, doesn't it? I mean, there's a little bit, less considerations, passengers, cabin crew. The other considerations, of course, is the cargo, what we're carrying, what sort of requirements that brings. So yeah, it adds a whole bunch of variation into our our day, which is lovely.
And also a whole lot of new destinations that we don't get on the passenger fleet, which is nice.
Oh no, definitely not on the passenger fleet. Yeah, true that. All right, so just as we're about to swap, the last thing I'll say before I say cheers to you, because as I said, Marcus and I are getting off at Mexico, is I can honestly say this is the third jet that I've flown, and the 777, from a pilot point of view, from my point of view, is absolutely lovely. It's a super safe aircraft. It's super reliable, and it's super simple. I think the safety record speaks for itself. It's got loads and loads and loads of power. It's got those big GE90 engines on it, and just from a hand flying perspective, it's got a whole a whole realm to it. We fly the freighters mostly obviously full at our max takeoff weights, and then there's the odd time that you'll fly the freighter that's totally empty. And the difference between this and the other aircraft that I've flown is that the characteristics are slightly different, but the handling quality of the aircraft, I think, for me is pretty much, a Boeing aircraft is a lovely aircraft to fly. Okay, so on our iPad, it's a great tool that we've got. It allows us to have our flight plan. It gives us all our books, all of our charts, and what we've got here is basically our route of flight. And this route of flight is it's a random route of flight. It's on the day, depending upon the winds, generally the most favorable route. Marcus and I basically overtook just here as we've come past the west coast of Greenland. We've gone just past the east coast of Canada, and we've just now headed past Dallas, Fort Worth, and into Houston's airspace. Okay, so we're just coming up to our time that we need to swap over crew. It's currently 6:20 Zulu time. Our time to stop a descent is 7:10 Zulu. So normally about 45-50 minutes before we start our descent, we swap over. That'll give the girls time to wake up, and then they'll do their descent preparation and then their approach briefing. So I'm going to say cheers now. Thanks very much for following us around, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your journey as you follow Ellen and Heidi's progress through 9935. Bye.
Okay, guys, so from me, goodbye. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your trip with us, and hopefully see you again.
Hi, we're back from our 5-hour rest. I had a good sleep. I think Heidi did as well. She said she did. We're about to start our descent preparation. In the next 25 minutes or so, we'll start our descent into Mexico City. We should be landing in about an hour and a little bit, an hour and 20. So we're about to start our threat-based briefing. We're going to do the Avzar arrival into Mexico City. Runway 05 left. So the arrival takes us around some terrain, and then an arc into 05 left, which is going to be a VOR DME approach. So there's terrain over here and then terrain on that side. So it takes us clear of that and into Mexico. Heidi, did you see any threats today?
Yes, I did. So threats in Mexico City, as you said, there's high terrain all around the airport. Highest MSA is 19,400. It's also a high elevation destination, so elevation 7,300, so higher ground speeds, higher TAS, higher approach speeds.
Yep.
And there's also the RT. They speak Spanish on the radio often.
Yes. So, and then it's a complex approach into Mexico. Like you said, the high descent rates, and then the VOR, DME, runway 05 left. So Plaza at 8,800 feet. I've put the circle around it for the approaching glide path. And then the DH of 79 set both sides. And I've got auto brakes 4, full reverse thrust, and then we'll exit on Bravo. Oops, here we go. So exit Bravo, and then to the apron. And fuel, we've got an additional 2 tons. Acapulco has our alternate fuel, alternate airports, so we actually have more than 30 minutes of fuel at least.
Okay.
What else was I going to say?
I
Don't plan on single engine taxi,
Okay.
because we're heavy, bumpy taxiways, up and down slope. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, 5 left is rough.
Yeah.
So.
We also briefed that we might get the ADSB.
Yeah, the ICAS ADSB out.
And we briefed that. And we also talked about the sync rate.
Yeah, possible higher sync rate. And
So
you told me you were going to configure early.
Yeah, so. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No questions?
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist, recall,
Checked.
notes,
Checked.
auto brake,
4.
landing data,
VREF flaps 3144, minimum 7900.
Emirates 9935, change your status to 4423.
Mexico Center, Emirates 99035.
San Colin, Mexico, go ahead.
Emirates 99035, request descent.
yeah,
That is 9935, Roger, descent flight level 200.
Descend flight level 200, Emirates 99035.
200 set.
check.
Just going to do the seatbelt signs.
Okay,
Thrust speed and speed.
check.
Emirates 9935, now you're cleared to the Observe 1 Charlie arrival. Observe 1 Charlie arrival, descent to 13,000 feet.
Alpha 1 Charlie arrival, descend 13,000 feet, Emirates 9935.
Altimeter setting, the 3034.
3000 set.
Check.
QNH 3034, Emirates 9935.
3034.
Yeah. Avsar 1 Charlie.
Hold.
Check.
Extracto Lima Oscar Noviembre, están autorizados a nivel 200 a su propuesta. Recall Emirates 9935, call arrivals control frequency 1296, Emirates Boeing.
Mexico arrivals 129.6, Emirates 99035, bye-bye. Mexico arrivals, Emirates 99035, on descent 13,000, received hotel.
Emirates 9935, radar contact, descend to 13,000. Fly direct to Sierra Mike Oscar, direct Mateo. Expect BOR DME 5 left approach, 3034.
Descend 13,000, QNH 3034, track now direct Sierra Mike Oscar for the VOR approach runway 05 left, Emirates 9935.
Execute. Alright, so it's direct to San Mateo.
Check.
I knew that was going to happen.
Transition, altimeter is reset 3034.
And approach checklist.
Approach checklist, altimeters
3034.
3034. Approach checklist complete. You want me to change the speed on descent for you?
That's alright, I'll let it get back in a minute. I was
Okay.
just trying to catch it.
Okay.
Speed intervention cancelled.
Check.
VNF path.
Check.
American 1835. ...6784 pesado, contacto, radar.
It's a clear night, huh?
Ir
Yeah,
por la
it's
derecha,
beautiful.
Toluca 23 y PAC-TG, Hacienda 340. Emirates 9935, descend to 12000. Clear for BORDME 5 left approach.
Descend 12000, clear for the VOR DME approach runway 05 left, Emirates 99035.
That is
12,000 set.
Check.
And then it's 9700 after San Mateo.
Check. One 3000, descending 2000.
Check. VNO speed.
Check.
Master 6874 pesado, cambia a México 125-1. Buen día.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Igualmente.
VNF path. Flaps 5.
Speed check. Flaps 5.
Flaps 15.
Speed check. Flaps 15.
Gear down, flaps 20.
Speed check. Flaps 20.
And the next altitude's 8800 for Plaza.
Check.
Flaps 25.
Speed check. Flaps 25.
Flaps 30.
Speed check. Flaps 30. That was spurious.
Yes, I agree. Landing checklist?
Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete.
Checklist complete. I know I configured early, but
Oh, good.
it's better for that turn here.
$10,700 descending 9,700.
Check.
Just gonna do the crew now.
Okay. 8800 set for the next altitude.
Check.
Emirates 9935, switch over tower 118.55.
Tower 118.55, Emirates 99035. Mexico Tower, Emirates 99035.
Emirates 9935.
Emirates 99035.
Emirates 9935, runway 5 left, only one in use, continue your approach.
Runway 5 left, continue approach, Emirates 99035.
Okay.
$9,800 descending 8,800.
Check.
2,500.
Check.
Approaching glide path.
Check. So 88 is Plaza, and then 7900 set.
Check.
Make a tower on pound 179er heavy, ready.
On the point 179er, continue by Bravo taxiway and hold 0 runway 5 left.
Bravo, also to runway 5 left on pound 179er.
Runways in sight.
Check. Final approach fix 8,800.
Check. The offset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disconnect in a minute. Alright, so 12,000. Mr. Approach altitude set.
Check.
Disconnecting. Lining up. Flight director.
Check.
Emirates 9935, runway 5 left, we're gonna count clear to land.
Runway 5 left, clear to land, Emirates 90935.
Alright, clear land.
Check.
1,000.
Missed approach altitude set.
Check.
Was 100.
Check.
Minimums.
Continue.
Check.
500.
Only point 179, runway 5 left, line up and wait.
Runway 5 left, landing up and wait on pound 179er.
20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse is normal.
Manual braking.
Check. ICAS auto brake. 60 knots.
Just Bravo right here.
That's Bravo 8.
Sorry.
Emirates 9935, left exit, Bravo 8. Switch ground 121.85.
Vacated Bravo 8, then ground 121.85, Emirates 9935.
Right, clear left.
Clear right.
94, buen día, metro 3033, Bravo 3, Alfa 1. Autorizado cruzar pista 5 derecho, mantenga ante 5 izquierda.
We're probably going to go in here. Maybe just stop.
Oh yeah, here, right, sorry.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
Mexico ground, Emirates 99035.
Emirates 9935, taxi via Charlie, gate 44.
Confirmed via Charlie 3 to gate 44, Emirates 9935.
That's correct, via Charlie, gate 44.
Via Charlie, gate 44, Emirates 9935.
Alright, Charlie 3.
94, Bravo 3, Alfa 1, cruce 5 derecho, mantenga ante 5 izquierda, altímetro 3033, monitor de torre 1855.
Oh.
Bravo 3, Alfa 1, cruzamos 5
Okay,
derecha antes de
clear on the
5
right.
izquierda, 30-33 Aeroméxico 694. ¿Confirmamos por eco el rodaje?
Sostén Romeo.
Okay, gate 44 should be next to that Qatar.
Por
This
Julieta,
side of
Bravo
it.
3.
Yeah.
Julieta y Bravo 3.
it is, 44.
Check.
Was 100. Minimums. 500.
Only Boeing 179, runway 5 left, line up on grid.
Runway 5 left, landing up on weight, on Boeing 179er.
20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse is normal.
Manual braking.
Check. ICAS auto brake. 60 knots.
Only Boeing 179, runway 5 left, line up on grid.
Runway 5 left, landing up on weight, on Boeing 179er.
20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse is normal.
Manual braking.
Check. ICAS auto brake. 60 knots.
Just Bravo right here.
That's Bravo 8.
Emirates 9935, left exit, Bravo 8.
After landing, checklist complete.
Thank you.
Okay, you got the wing walkers inside,
Yep.
the marshaller.
It's all clear.
Checked.
Terrestre, buenas noches, Aeroméxico 684 en Román.
Cargo turno.
Aeroméxico 684, repita. Buenas noches, Aeroméxico 684, Romeo 1.
Oh, there he is up top.
Aeroméxico 684, altímetro 3033. Romeo por Bravo 3, Alfa 1, mantenga.
Clear on the right.
Cruce pista 5 derecha, mantenga antes 5 izquierda. Siga atrás y tu compañía en rodaje Julieta. Aeroméxico 684, entrado, continuamos vía Bravo 3, Alfa 1 y seguimos al tráfico que está vía Julieta, autorizado cruce de pista 5 derecha, mantener antes 5 izquierda.
Terrestre México, ahora México 680, Romeo 2, listo, ¿verdad?
Aeroméxico 680, altímetro 3033. Siga tráfico de compañía vía Bravo 3, Alfa 1. Autorizado cruzar 5 derecha, mantenga antes 5 izquierda, metro de torre 11855, buen día.
Enterado, continuamos Bravo 3, Alfa 1.
Parking brake is set, AP
Número
is
3,
running.
autorizado
Check.
cruce 5.
Shutdown checklist, parking brake.
Aeroméxico
Shutdown checklist complete.
684, metro de torre 1855. 1855, buen día.
Good one.
Aeroméxico 680, metro de torre
Thanks.
1855.
So that's it, guys. We wrapped up the flight. 12 hours and 1 minute from takeoff to touchdown. It's been a fairly smooth ride. got to see the northern lights for about an hour, hour and a half, which was amazing. And came into Mexico City. Beautiful day here, calm winds, clear skies. You could see the city for miles and miles away. And we did the VOR, DME, runway 05 left, which is an offset approach. So we manually lined up with the runway and continued visually pretty much down. And now we're at our gate, 44, and it's time for bed.